year you recognize them.
Ready as you're going to be, right? You're good?
That was last year.
Good. Streaming live, recording for radio. We're off to the races, I think. All right.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
We don't even have cameras up.
Yeah, all it's seeing is the back of your head.
That's the best view.
You should put a little sign back there that says, help me.
Darn, get me.
All right, here we go. Welcome to Academic Challenge. My name is Jim Gifford, your host and moderator, and today we are featuring teams from St. Joseph and Bridgman. WSJM's Academic Challenge features scholastic competition involving high schools from Berrien and Van Buren counties and is sponsored by Waterville Lake Public Schools, Lake Michigan College, Lakeshore Public Schools, and by Chemical Bank. And first, let's meet the teams from Bridgman. Step up to the mic and identify yourselves, gentlemen. First,
I'm Nick Randall, and I'm from Bridgman High School.
what grade you in, Nick?
Junior.
And?
Matt Montgomery, and I too obviously go to Bridgman, and I really
All right, we have
That's a good thing.
masters of the obvious here tonight. Is one of you acting as captain tonight, or?
I guess
you?
I will, yeah.
All right, and your coach with you tonight, Matt?
Miss Feldman.
All right then. And from St. Joe?
Trevor Garcinger, senior. Peter Kim, I'm also a senior. Patrick Fisher, junior.
Fernando senior.
And Captain Trevor, your coach is not here today. Are you acting coach or just
Yes.
player coach tonight?
Player coach, right.
All right. Well,
Oh, basketball game?
I believe so.
yeah.
Yeah, we know where the priorities are.
Well, here are the basic rules for those of you who have been here before and for our newcomers. During the first and second halves, we'll announce the values of each question before they are asked. You'll have 10 seconds to answer a question, 15 if it's a math question. When you press your button, please wait to be recognized. There's no consultation allowed. There will be in the 60-second round later, but for now, there is none. I'll be your scorekeeper and co-judge today. Bill Klein is asking the questions, also judging. And if everybody's ready, let's get going. All right? Bill, first question.
Okay, for 5 points. He ran a radio repair shop, and in 1948, he renamed it the Electrical Instrument Company. That was the year he introduced the first solid-body electric guitar, which he called the Broadcaster. Name us.
Fungbo, St. Joe.
That is a correct answer for 5 points. For 20 points, according to Virgil, what famous Greek veteran of the Trojan War refuses to make war against Aeneas in Italy?
Matt Bridgman.
Ulysses.
Incorrect answer.
Peter, St. Joe.
Hector.
Incorrect. Diomedes. Hector was the Trojan prince who was killed. For 5 points, a proposed law that is presented to Congress for passage or rejection is called what?
Patrick, St. Joe.
A bill.
That is correct for 5 points. For 15 points, in order, list the first 5 letters of the Greek alphabet.
Fungbo, St. Joe.
Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon.
That is a correct answer for 15 points. For 20 points, there were 2 Greek tragedies called Electra, written by 2 different but famous Greek writers. The first, circa 414 BC, the second, circa 413 BC. Name these 2 writers.
Trevor, St. Joe.
Sophocles and Herodotus.
Incorrect answer.
Bridgman. Matt.
Socrates and Aristotle.
Incorrect. Good guesses. Socrates and Euripides. For 15 points, the Art Ross Trophy is awarded for what hockey achievement?
Matt Bridgman.
Isn't it winning the Canadian hockey tournament?
Incorrect answer.
St. Joe. Trevor.
Most goals in a season.
Incorrect answer. It's the player who scores the most points. So you can get points for assists
Right.
as well as goals. For 20 points, nearly everybody has heard the solemn myth in the Odyssey. What natural phenomena do scientists think influenced the origin of this myth?
Trevor, St. Joe.
The barking of sea lions.
Incorrect answer.
Bridgman, 5 seconds. Matt.
Is it tides?
Incorrect. It's the song of the humpback whale. This is a math question for 10 points. Simplify the following expression. Square root of 20 plus square root of 5.
Patrick, St. Joe.
4 root 5 or 5 root 4 or 4. Never mind, I said it wrong.
Incorrect answer.
Bridgman, Nick.
5 root 4.
Incorrect. It's 3 times the square root of 5. For 20 points.
Patrick, your mic is about to dump into your belly there. There you go.
For 20 points. When a new state enters the Union, the flag of the United States gains another star.
Oh,
Matt. Bridgman.
Never mind. I accidentally.
Finish the sentence for St. Joe.
When is the new flag with the additional star traditionally adopted?
Trevor.
July 4th.
That is a correct answer for 20 points. On the 4th of July. It's July 4th. Sorry, I still got
You're not going to pull anything
in my ears.
Not going to pull anything over on the judges, that's for sure.
We're quick. For 5 points. The XYZ affair led to a state of war between the United States and what nation?
Trevor, St. Joe.
France.
That is a correct answer for 5 points. For 15 points, name the 3 states whose boundaries are made up of straight lines only.
Matt Bridgman.
Wyoming, Colorado, and New Mexico.
Incorrect answer.
And Trevor, St. Joe.
Kansas, Wyoming, and Colorado.
Incorrect. There's little jocks around Kansas there. It's Wyoming, Colorado, and Utah. For 10 points, spell the Spanish word meaning conqueror.
Trevor, St. Joe.
CONQUISTADOR.
That is a correct answer for 10 points. For 10 points, Napoleon III of France founded an independent confederacy because a divided America would improve his chances of setting up a French-dominated empire in what Latin America?
Mexico.
Matt Bridgman.
Mexico.
That is a correct answer for 10 points. For 10 points, this 19th century merchant calculated the profitability of the Williams pears grown by Thomas Brewster at his Massachusetts farm, bought out Brewster, and renamed those pears for himself. Name this man, immortalized by the most popular of American pears.
Fungbo, St. Joe.
That is a correct answer for 10 points. For 5 points, the snowy peaks of what mountains mark the end of the Great Plains?
Matt Bridgman.
Is it the... Oh, God. I can't believe I just forgot that.
Got nothing?
Yeah.
Rocky Mountains. That is a correct answer for 5 points.
I can't believe I forgot that for that short amount of time.
Nice recovery.
For 5 points, it's a work page containing a multi-column analysis of related entries. An example is Microsoft Excel.
I forgot Patrick, St. Joe.
Spreadsheet.
That is a correct answer for 5 points. For 10 points, what planet was the farthest known until the 18th century?
Fungbo, St. Joe.
Saturn.
That is a correct answer for 10 points. For 5 points, what construction materials were used by the 3 pigs when they built their homes?
Patrick, St. Joe.
Straw, wood, and brick.
That's a correct answer for 5 points. For 10 points, what's the name of a word or phrase which is formed by taking the letters of another word or phrase and rearranging them?
Patrick, St. Joe.
Anagram.
That is a correct answer for 10 points. For 5 points, this colloquialism, if I can say that properly, for grand or first rate is said to have originated in the days of steamships, when wealthy passengers could request quarters on the cooler side of the ship. Tickets were thus marked port outward, starboard homeward. And the acronym for this phrase came to describe luxurious accommodations. What is it?
Matt Bridgman.
First class.
Incorrect.
St. Joe, 5 seconds. Peter?
5-star.
Incorrect. It was an anagram. Port outward, starboard home. Posh.
Oh.
For 5 points, 18 sailors from this nation died in a 2013 submarine explosion, which happened one day before Google displayed a 3-color ribbon commemorating the 66th anniversary of this country's independence. Name this populous nation led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Trevor, St. Joe.
India.
That is correct for 5 points. For 5 points, what nation has requested the UN Security Council to place sanctions on neighboring Israel?
Matt Bridgman.
Palestine.
Incorrect.
You need to finish that?
Let's finish the sentence. Soon after blaming Israel for bombing places near Damascus International Airport and in the village of Dimas.
Trevor, St. Joe.
That is correct for 5 points.
Next question, the final question of the first half.
For 10 points. 2/3 of the UN Security Council's members have pushed for the human rights situation in what nation to be added to the Council's agenda? A decision that cannot be blocked by China, that nation's ally.
Peter, St. Joe.
North Korea.
That is a correct answer for 10 points.
All right, that'll wrap up the first half of today's academic challenge. We'll be back with the score and the 62nd round after this on WSJM, the news and talk of Michigan's Great Southwest.
I didn't get to hit the bell once.
Wow,
Yeah, you guys are pretty
you
quick.
sound
Sad about that?
Some lightning fast.
Oh, these are good.
I think we know.
Get one of these two. Yeah.
Barely.
Wait, math. No, I'm not with it. We have a count test.
no, Taylor,
Oh, no.
Do European history.
Huh? What are we doing?
Wait, Trevor, did you have a contest like last week?
Yeah, no, it was
All the
last time
questions
Ten.
we've been asking,
we
we don't know.
We had our exam the last time we were here.
Yeah.
So I had my
Different
flashcards.
questions.
Oh,
This is for
I
60
remember we talking about like
seconds.
after like school the one day, like you're doing like the hardest stuff you do all year or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's telephone.
He's like,
Oh yeah.
he's like, this without a doubt, probably the hardest day of copying this piece.
Yeah.
Like,
I think so.
That time I was about ready to leave the class.
they're asking all
Yeah,
the
And I was like 5 minutes in.
yeah. I think you're right. He's taking a couple days off this week.
I know most.
Just take derivatives, do the ratio test.
No, the inverse sine derivative.
I just don't do this.
I finished up
It's got to be,
homework
what,
today,
13,
and
14 years old?
I had trouble finding out like
Are we talking about Dave
interval of
Wolfkin?
conversion.
That's when he started.
Wolfie's 40.
Yeah, I know.
They're all the same, actually.
His age now matches his inches.
Explain it where he's like,
I
is
remember
there more
when I
ends
was
on
a-
the top when you take the
when
derivative?
I was
didn't pay
a
attention
bus.
to that. I just
It
test
depends,
them.
like the left bound.
No,
is always
bus driver.
like if
No.
Monitor.
and it's always
Monitor.
gonna be okay.
When we went on the band trip
Yeah.
to
Oh.
Florida,
Right down.
and he was in the band in high school.
Wait, either you get like a harmonic series or you
And he got sick by the time
if
we
you
got
don't
to
get a
South
harmonic
Bend.
series, you're just done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Turn to the test. Peter will
Yeah,
kind
I
of
was the
just
bus
laugh.
captain.
He's just like,
And by the
"Ah,
time
you
we
don't
got
do
to
that."
Tennessee,
Yeah.
my bus's nickname was Chuckwagon.
Captain, my captain. All right, people, let's bring it back and get on with it. And here we go. At the end of the first half, the score, St. Joe 120, Bridgman 15. And we move on to the 62nd round. Teams, you'll have 3 categories to choose from. We'll give you 60 seconds to answer as many of the 10 as you can. Each is worth 10 points. There will be a 20-point bonus if you answer all 10 within the time limit. You are encouraged to consult with one another at this point. The answers, though, must come from the team captain. You may pass on a question if you don't know. After the minute is up, we'll turn it over to the opposing team for the ones you missed or the ones you didn't get to. And Bridgman, you're trailing at this point. We'll give you your choice of these categories, and they are math, European history, and finish the sentence. What is your choice, please?
I think we're gonna go with European history.
European history. And we'll put 60 seconds on the clock. You have to set this up at all,
No
Bill?
introduction.
There's no introduction. All right, 60 seconds whenever you're ready.
The Normans introduced what form of land distribution to England in the Middle Ages?
Feudalism.
That's a correct answer. Thomas Becket was assassinated in 1170 at what site?
London.
Incorrect. What Italian explorer was interred at a cathedral in Santo Domingo?
Marco Polo.
Incorrect. What is the family name of the monarchs of England from 1485 to 1603?
Is it? Pass.
What was the religion of Maria Theresa, ruler of Austria?
Catholic.
That's a correct answer. In the late 1700s, which nation transported twice as many slaves as any other to the New World?
Spain.
Incorrect. Which royal family ruled England in the 17th century?
And do you have an answer or not?
Victorian.
Incorrect.
All right.
Okay. we
2
have
correct there.
Three.
3 correct?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's a P, not a B.
Right.
Sorry.
2 correct. Bridgman for 20 points. And we'll reset the clock at 60 seconds and turn that particular category over to St. Joe. Bill, whenever you're
All right.
ready. St. Joe?
All right. Thomas Becket was assassinated in 1170 at what site?
Canterbury.
That's correct. What Italian explorer was interred at a cathedral in Santo Domingo?
Vespucci.
Christopher Columbus. What was the family name of the monarchs of England from 1485 to 1603?
Tudor.
That's correct. In the late 1700s, which nation transported twice as many slaves as any other to the New World?
Portugal.
Incorrect. It was Britain. Which royal family ruled England in the 17th century?
The Moors.
Incorrect. The Stuarts.
Oops.
What French ruler signed the Treaty of Alliance with the U.S. February 6th, 1778?
Louis XVI.
That's correct. Napoleon and Josephine were crowned Emperor and Empress of the French in 1804 at what cathedral?
Notre Dame.
That's correct.
Is that it?
That's it.
And that's 4. 4 correct for St. Joe for 40 more points. And now we'll turn it back over to St. Joe for their choice of the remaining 2 categories, which, if memory serves, were math and finish the sentence.
We'll take math.
Now, do they get extra time that you normally get with
It's
math
60
questions?
seconds.
60
It's
seconds.
60 seconds, so
Okay.
so
I got to read fast.
think fast, read fast.
Okay.
All right.
We ready to go?
Yep.
All right.
What is the product of 3x minus 4 and x plus 1?
Three x squared minus x minus 4.
That's correct. Factor x squared minus 5x minus 14.
X plus 2, x minus 7. Yeah.
X plus 2, x minus 7.
That's correct. What's the complement of 51 degrees?
39 degrees.
Correct. What's the value of x in log of 3 to the base 9 equals x?
2.
Incorrect. What's the value of the cosine of pi?
Negative 1.
That's correct. What's the value of 3 factorial?
6.
Correct. What's the area of a parallelogram with a base of 5 and an altitude of 9 feet?
45.
That's correct.
Total of 6 correct for St. Joe for another 60 points. And we'll reset it and give the missed questions and the remaining questions to Bridgman. Bill and Bridgman, whenever you're ready.
Ready to go. What's the value of x in log of 3 to the base 9 equals x?
I have no idea.
Neither do I. 1 over 2, or half. Compute the number of degrees in 1/4 pi radians.
Yeah, I haven't taken that math class yet either.
Is that a pass or?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it.
Okay.
45. What's the value of I to the 34th power?
I-35.
-1.
What?
Got me.
Oh, yeah, I know how to do this. Probably.
What's the cube root of 512?
Do you know me?
Lord knows. 15.
15.
8. Okay.
That's it?
That's it.
Wraps it up. No correct answers there for Bridgman to wrap up the 60-second round. So that ends the 60-second round. We'll check the scores, conclude the game with the second half next here on WSJM, the news and talk of Michigan's Great Southwest. And you guys also get a chance to let us know what's going on at your schools. So a little bit on that as well.
That's something that's going on.
There's this game called Terraria that we.
As soon as he said factorial, I was like, no, Taylor Paul.
No, we're on your phone or your laptop? A laptop. During computer science. And then,
You're asking
Peter,
me all the as soon as he wrong said questions. factorial. No, Taylor Paul.
No.
It seems odd that they would actually even put those in a 60-second.
Yeah, that's why I was really surprised.
Yeah.
And plus,
That's why I went into law. So I couldn't
X
handle
minus
it.
3 to the third.
Good to know.
saying yesterday, imagine Mr. Foster trying to teach like the Taylor theorem and stuff.
I can talk my way out of it.
I know, but like just imagine.
I went into radio because I couldn't do anything.
Imagine told me like when Stephen Brennan got his perfect score on like the BC, he said like he got it because he wrote to the AP and told them like one of their like the answer to one of the questions was wrong and that there was no correct answer.
That sounds like Steve.
But then the AP agreed with him and said like, okay, you're correct, and gave him the point.
That sounds like
question.
Steven.
I'm hanging.
I love Steven. He's so funny. He just on math club tests he would like write a program on his calculator and let it run while he was taking the rest of the test.
Alrighty.
When he had the answer
Let's
there.
bring it back and wrap it up. Here we go. The score at the end of the 60-second round, St. Joe 220, Bridgman 35, and it's time to find out a little bit about what's happening at each of our participating schools. We'll start with St. Joe. Here's Captain Trevor.
Hello from St. Joseph. This week is our Winterfest celebration, and we have lots of fun spirit days. Today is Tourist Day, and tomorrow is TV show/movie character day. This month's issue of our award-winning publication, The Wind-Up, comes out this week, and our variety show, which takes place at the end of the month, is beginning rehearsals. We also are having a blood drive this Thursday, and it has a record number of participants with 86 students signed up to donate.
Wow.
And that's it from St. Joe.
All right. And Matt, Bridgman?
Lots of fun stuff going on at Bridgman, as always. Alright, so
Here.
we got Winterfest going on right now. We have some Halloween Day today and tomorrow. What do we have, Nick, tomorrow?
4th of July.
Yeah, 4th of July tomorrow. Go America. The basketball team has been winning, and swim is doing good as well. The variety show is coming up featuring Macy Redwood and Little Girls Dancing all over the place. So come on out and support that. And that's what's going on in the Hive.
All right, Matt, thank you kindly.
You're right. That's a good stuff.
That's a good thing. All right. We have no substitutions for the second half of the match. Let's begin the second half between St. Joe and Bridgman. And Bill, whenever you are ready.
For 5 points, America's biggest municipal bankruptcy case recently ended. As what city?
Trevor, St. Joe?
Detroit.
That's a correct answer for 5 points. For 5 points, government wildlife officials recently refused to improve protections for a population of which bear species in the isolated locales of Idaho and Montana that numbers only a few dozen and is on the endangered species list.
Matt, Bridgman.
Grizzly Bears.
That is correct answer for 5 points. For 5 points, the Oklahoma City Public Schools Board recently voted unanimously to prohibit what word as the nickname for a high school team?
Trevor, St. Joe.
Redskins.
That is a correct answer for 5 points. For 5 points, legislation to prohibit horse and buggy rides in which U.S. city? A campaign promise.
Peter, St. Joe.
New York.
That is a correct answer for 5 points. For 2 points, What company is going to buy Microsoft's stake in Nook Media, ending a 2-year association and paving the way for the bookseller to sign off?
Fungbo, St. Joe.
That is a correct answer for 10 points. For 10 points, Chicago City Council members have proposed to forbid on the use of what sort of restraint technique used by its police officers?
Trevor, St. Joe.
Chokehold.
That is a correct answer for 10 points. For 10 points, Hadir al-Abidi has asked the U.S. for more airstrikes and ordnance to quicken the demise of the Islamic State. He is the prime minister of what country?
Peter, St. Joe.
Jordan.
Incorrect.
Bridgman. Matt.
Afghanistan. No, Iraq.
Iraq is a correct answer for 10 points. For 15 points, on her maiden voyage, she made the Atlantic crossing in an incredible 3 days, 10 hours, and 40 minutes at an average speed of 36 knots. The ship was the largest American liner ever built, and she was the fastest of all time. Her second speed for crossing the Atlantic was never broken, and probably never will be. In 1969, she was withdrawn from service as air travel had finally rendered the ocean liner obsolete. Identify the ship.
Matt. Bridgman.
SS United States.
That is a correct answer for 15 points. For 5 points, to go outside and there perchance to stay, or remain within, that is the question. Whether 'tis better for a cat to suffer the cuffs and buffets of inclement weather, that nature rains on those who roam abroad, or take a nap upon a scrap of carpet, and so by dozing melt the solid hours. That's a parody of a soliloquy in what play?
Fungbo, St. Joe.
That is correct for 5 points. A long way to go for 5
I
points.
was going to say, is there a question?
Yeah. For 10 points. Nonfeasance is the non-performance of an act that a person is duty-bound to do. Misfeasance is the misperforming of a proper act. What is the term for wrongful conduct by a public official?
Matt. Bridgman.
Misdemeanor.
Incorrect.
St. Joe. Fungbo.
Malfeasance.
That is a correct answer. Misdemeanor can be done by anybody. Math question for 10 points. The graph, I heard a quadrant. The graph of y equals x to the 4th power plus 2x cubed plus x squared intersects the x-axis in how many points?
What?
You got me.
Matt. Bridgman.
16.
Incorrect.
Trevor. St. Joe.
4.
Incorrect. 2. Somebody got a math question wrong. I don't believe it. For 5 points, Thomas Jefferson, because of his belief that democracy worked best in small areas and a terrible miscalculation in size, proposed that the region should be carved up in no more than 10 states, each less than 150 miles square. Name this territory, which later became all or part of Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Minnesota.
Patrick. St. Joe.
Northwest.
That is correct for 5 points. For 10 points, a large number of people of moderate opinions who rarely make their social and political feelings known by demonstrating, and whose collective opinion can possibly influence an election. I am defining a phrase popularized by President Nixon's 1969 speech in which he diffused demonstrations against his Vietnam policy. What is the expression?
Matt. Bridgman.
Incorrect.
St. Joe. 5 seconds. Peter.
Moderates.
Yeah, the silent majority.
Oh.
A math question for 15 points. Write down the following equation. X squared minus x minus 12 equals 0. What are the roots of this equation?
Fungbo. St. Joe.
4 minus 3.
That's a correct answer for 15 points. For 5 points, Richard Tucker, U.C. Bowling, Nikolai Geda, Jose Carreras, Placido Domingo, Luciano Pavarotti, and Enrico Caruso.
Fungbo, St. Joe.
I'll say opera.
Incorrect.
Finish it.
Identify the voice range shared by these operatic stars.
Bridgman. Matt.
Tenor.
That is a correct answer for 5 points. Ooh, that was a whole one question in this whole page. For 5 points, what did the Spanish bring to America, easing the chore of Native American buffalo hunters?
Patrick, St. Joe.
Guns.
Incorrect.
Barbecue.
Matt Bridgman.
Horses.
That is correct for 5 points. For 20 points, Psalm 127.5 says, "Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them." Full of what?
Trevor, St. Joe.
Arrows.
Incorrect.
Nick Bridgman.
Arrogance.
Incorrect. Children.
What?
Children.
Well, that's weird.
Wow, that's,
Quiver full of children.
that's horrible.
Doesn't sound happy to me.
It's the Old Testament. We
Yeah, you know. Yeah, what do you say about
You
those
get
songs?
busted for child abuse
Yeah.
today if you're putting your kids in a quiver.
Quiver? Yeah. It could be a big quiver. For 5 points, what compound word relating to a steep precipice describes a TV serial that ends each episode with a
Trevor, St. Joe.
Cliffhanger.
That is correct for 5 points.
My.
This is multiple choice.
Oh, yeah.
Permafrost, if melted, would most likely resemble a mountain lake, a bog, a cataract, or a salty inland sea.
Trevor, St. Joe.
A bog.
That is correct for 10 points.
Should have answered.
For 20 points, name either one of the Brewster sisters who served elderberry wine to elderly gentlemen who visited them in their homes in the play Arsenic and Old Lace by Joseph Kesselring.
Matt Bridgman.
Nikki Brewster.
I'm sorry?
Punky Brewster.
Incorrect.
St. Joe, Trevor.
Eliza.
Abby or Martha? For 15 points, Australia is home to the kangaroos. There are many kinds and sizes. The smallest no bigger than a rabbit. What are the smallest?
Trevor, St. Joe.
Wallabies.
That's a correct answer for 15 points.
Oh,
For 5 points, what did John F. Kennedy consider his greatest blunder in office?
Matt Bridgman.
the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Incorrect.
Peter, St. Joe.
The Bay of Pigs invasion.
That is correct for 5 points. For 10 points, the word paraphernalia comes from a phase of Roman law that designates the property which remained to a married woman, free from the control of her husband. How do you spell paraphernalia?
Trevor, St. Joe.
Paraphernalia.
Incorrect.
Bridgman, take a shot at it. Matt.
Paraphernalia.
Incorrect.
It's P-A-R-E.
Yeah.
It's
No.
Paraphernalia. A-L-I-A.
This next question going to be the last one.
Oh, you might want to get your pencils out.
All right, then.
For 20 points, these four land areas are in order of size, or range, I'm sorry, read the question right. Arrange these four land areas in order of size, starting with the largest. Italy, Texas, Ontario, Alaska.
Patrick, St. Joe.
Alaska, Ontario, Texas, Italy.
That is correct for 20 points.
20 points. Nice finish.
Jeez, nice job.
That does it. Wrap up today's academic challenge match. We will tabulate the scores and announce the winners after this on WSJM News and Talk of Michigan's Great Southwest.
What was the answer? What, the last one? Yeah. Alaska, Ontario. Yeah.
I guess so.
I just guessed Ontario is bigger than
Texas.
Alaska is the biggest and Italy is the smallest.
Well, we only have two people, so that's like.
Ontario is pretty big.
Yeah, I was fine.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you guys are respectable.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself
Hey,
up.
you guys did fine.
But they gave.
I mean, some of the questions I knew, but they got it first. It was.
Who's playing next?
Well, Berrien Springs and Bangor.
So we're all done. Okay.
Yeah, let me wrap it up and then we'll let you go. In case you're wondering what we're waiting for, we're saving the file here to broadcast on the radio for the weekend. The video is going live while we're doing this, so hopefully none of you are picking your noses. And
We'll now. I'm going to start wearing a hat.
there you go. Yeah, maybe you can sell this space for rent.
Occupied.
He said it.
You good?
No,
All right,
it wouldn't
folks,
be
here we go. We'll come back, wrap it up, and let you be on your way. Here we go. We are back on WSJM's Academic Challenge to announce today's winner and to thank our sponsors. And the winners by a score of 345 to 75, the team from St. Joe. Congratulations. How about a hand for the gang from St. Joe? Thank you all for joining us on WSJM's Academic Challenge, brought to you by Lakeshore Public Schools, Lake Michigan College, Waterville Elite Public Schools, and by Chemical Bank. And we invite you to join us again next time as Bangor and Berrien Springs go head-to-head on Academic Challenge.
Go ahead for the bees.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Go high.
Appreciate it, guys.